Is one of the hobby's biggest sports card influencers, the Sportscard Investor, intentionally pumping up the market? Let's see what the data actually says. Welcome back to EDI Sports Cards. As you can see, I'm wearing the All-Star jersey in honor of the NHL All-Star Weekend. And so I wanted to get into this video with what did the Sportscard Investor, as well as multiple YouTube creators and influencers started to say about the hobby, which is they think that the hobby is going up. And I'm here to tell you there's no evidence of that whatsoever. And I've been doing this for 40 years, and I'm going to tell you exactly how the hobby works. So if you want to get into the data, let's take a look. Let's look at eBay. I bought a 1955 Jackie Robinson back in October of 2021. And as you can see from this chart, it's down less than 5%. So if you're looking at card prices and you're trying to, again, buy, sell, or collect, you need to look at the prices right now and say if you pay 80% of current comps, you're probably going to be safe in terms of not losing value. But you're not going to be making any money. And that's what you need to understand. Basically, your margin is going to be that 20% savings that you get right now. That's the margin you might make in the future. That's it. Stop looking at this as such a long-term investment like, yeah, I'm going to make millions of dollars. You're not going to make millions of dollars. There's going to be a selling opportunity, and if you sell, again, investing means you sell, so none of you sell. You're all collectors, you're all mini hoarders, none of you sell. So I don't know where any of this investing advice comes from, because none of you ever sell. So you can buy, you must sell, and then you can collect. That's it. And so all of you need to get that into your heads so that you stop losing your mind. That's what I want you to do, is stop losing your mind. You have all of these influencers talking about prices going up and going down. It doesn't matter. None of you ever sell. On this channel, you are going to get the real information, the truth about the hobby so that you can buy, sell, and collect. And one of the problems that we have in this hobby, especially on YouTube, is we have sports card influencers sometimes making bold statements that they have no data to back up. And one of those influencers happens to be the Sportscard Investor, who put out a video a couple weeks ago saying, we have hit the bottom. And he gave data from his Market Movers app, which is completely unvalidated data. Just let everybody know, you cannot trust the data from the Market Movers app. But even his data proved he was wrong. I don't even know if you watched that video. I'm going to put a link in the description below. Please watch the video and understand that his own data from the Market Movers app does not prove his point. He wants you to believe that you've hit the bottom so that you start buying cards again. Because if you don't buy cards, he's stuck. So this is what I want all of my followers to do, and I want everybody that watches this video. Go to the link in the description below. Go to the Sportscard Investor's video that says we've hit the bottom. And I want you to put this comment. Show your portfolio. That's what I want you to do. Sportscard Investor, I'm calling you out. You want to be trusted in this hobby? Then put your portfolio up and let's see the value in 2020. Let's see the value in 2021. Let's see the value in 2022. And let you start showing us that you didn't lose 30% on your value, 40% on your value. I bet you've lost 60% of the value of your portfolio from 2020 to 2022. I think you're down so much that you're probably going, why did I buy these cards? You could spend $500,000, $1 million, but if you keep losing money, how is that an investment? You're bad at business. You're bad at investing. You're bad at all of this. You're a great creator, but you're horrible at sports cards. So let's get this straight. Here's the data that you guys need to see as to where the market actually is. So the charts I'm going to show you, you can actually access for free on PSA's website. You can go to this page, auction prices realized, and you can type in any player you want. Now the first player we're going to look at is the Derek Jeter PSA 10 from 1993. And as you can see, this chart shows a steep decline. Basically, it went up and then came all the way back down. Next card is the 2018 Panini Prism Luka Doncic. So as you can see, there's no real steep decline. There's a couple little spikes because those are 1 or 2 sales. But this card has basically done nothing. And now let's look at the famous 86 Fleer Michael Jordan card. And as you can see, there is a huge spike up and then it falls off a cliff. I don't know, I'm going to try to zoom in on the back end because you can see that the card prices literally just fall down. I would much rather use PSA data because it pulls from everywhere. Market Movers does not. Market Movers only pulls from eBay. So make sure that you are understanding where your data comes from because data in is data out. Now the advantage to PSA's data is that it pulls from everywhere. So it pulls from eBay and it will even tell you where the data is coming from. So it pulls from eBay, it pulls from Heritage, it pulls from Memory Lane, it pulls from Golden, and you can actually see in the data that if you go to auction with some of these high-end cards, you will actually get a premium on your sale. So is the sports card investor just ignoring basic economic theory, or is he purposely pumping up sales so that you lose your money and he doesn't? I don't know what his purpose is, but his data doesn't prove what he wants it to prove. He literally showed you the data from his Market Mover app. None of it is validated, but even his data proves he is wrong. So here's one chart that the Sports Card Investor gave us in his own video. This is the 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. card. And as you can see from the chart, it is basically the same as every other chart I've showed you. It has a spike up and then basically it flatlines. There is no uptrend. There's nothing there. The market is basically flat or going down. There's no uptick. He wants you to believe that the market is going back up and there is zero evidence of that. This is a hobby. Collect what you want. Now I created a free PDF. This is a guide to collecting. If you want it, just go to the link in the description below. It's totally free. You can just download it. It's all for you guys. I did it because I thought maybe you needed more information and philosophy about how to collect. But if you want to make your collection worth money, this is the way to collect. If you want to actually curate, and I know there's YouTube influencer named the Sports Card Curator who doesn't seem to understand what curating means because most cards, the majority of cards, are not worth the paper they're printed on. Get that through your heads. And that's what you guys need to really understand is do you know what your cards are really worth? You're just making up values. And that's what the Sports Card Investor does. He just makes up values because he doesn't like the fact that he's losing money every single day. How much did he pay for Michael Jordan PSA 10 rookie cards? How much did he pay for the Luka Doncic Prism rookie cards? I think he said he paid around $500 or $600 per card. Well, he's lost $300 per card. They're all worth in the $300 range. So he's lost money on every single card. So Sports Card Investor, show your portfolio. You want to be an influencer. You want to talk about cards going up and cards going down. Well, what about your portfolio? Since it's an investment, how's your portfolio doing? And we want to see it. 2020, 2021 and 2022. It's time to show your books. It's time to show your receipts. Stop telling us what to do. We want to know how well you're doing. And you don't need the Sports Card Radio guys to tell you that you're not transparent. I'm telling you you're not transparent. And I'm not out to get you. I'm telling you I like your videos when you stay in the studio and you make content. Stop talking about what cards are worth because you don't know. Yes, we are down. We are down significantly. Is there more room to go down? Yes, based on the economics of today. And if you don't understand economics, just admit it. Just be like, I don't understand economics, so I have no idea if it's going to go up or going to go down. But based on the fact that sports cards is very volatile and very susceptible to disposable income, if people don't have extra cash, why are they going to spend it on cards? They're not. They're not going to decide, do I want eggs or do I want a sports card? No, eggs are always going to win. Eggs are always going to win. And since eggs cost about $7 now for a dozen, so are you going to spend $7 on eggs or are you going to go buy a sports card? You're buying the eggs.
So let's recap what we talked about in this video. First of all, based on the data, we know that the market is either flat or going down. There's no evidence of any bump up or tick up that the market prices are going to go up. Based on economic data that we know, we got inflation, we have a recession going on. Most probably over the next 6 months, there's going to be no uptick of card prices. So you're pretty much where you're at. And based on the 40-year history that I have in the hobby, we're pretty much at a flat line. So even if it goes down, it's not coming back up, at least not for a while, or there's got to be some macroeconomic reason for a big spike up. So hopefully you understand. I hope that you get the free PDF from this video. Again, the guide to sports card collecting. And I hope that you enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you haven't. And leave a comment. I love all the comments that you guys do. And please go over and tell Sports Card Radio, keep it up. And Sports Card Investor, show your portfolio. That's what we want. We want transparency in this hobby. No more people just saying whatever they want and they can get away with it. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you in the next video.